Sometimes I can be overwhelmed with my workload, and next week feels like it's going to be one of those weeks, which means what happens when I have one of those weeks? I basically have to be super vigilant, and I end up living every morning inside my inboxes, making sure I don't miss anything while I'm occupied. My brain is elsewhere. My brain will basically be on all the projects I have to get done for the day. Where am I going with this? Well, basically, there's a tool I use, and it's Hubspot, and it helps keep everything in line. What I want to let you guys know, and this is something I've thought about before making this video, just to let you know this isn't sponsored. And if you do enjoy the content in this video about me showing you through how I use HubSpot, well then hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. That will mean a lot to me. Okay, so let's get started. So I started using HubSpot on and off in 2017, and like a lot of my friends have been telling me, CRMs, customer relationship management tools, can become overwhelming. And HubSpot, even though I'm only using the free version has so many features, I always got overwhelmed. It would feel like a chore to jump into my browser and fill out all this million information, all these extra fucking features it has, and I just dropped off and I said, fuck it, I can't use it. And then I thought at the end of 2018 to take a little calendar role, or not calendar role, like a class role, or I just took I did a stock take. That would be the word. I did a stock take of my correspondence, and basically what I did is I went into my Gmail and I did a search for all my form submissions off my website to see, how good was I doing without HubSpot? How good was I doing at just letting my brain try to remember things rather than actually have a system to take everything down? And I found out that 66 inquiries that people had sent to me through the website, I had dropped off on. Not the other person, it was on me, because I didn't respond to something, or I completely forgot, or I didn't even get back to the original quote that came in the first place. And I was like, what the fuck? People have cared enough to reach out, and I've completely disrespected that with my lack of organization, and that killed me. So anyway, I said I got to get back on a HubSpot, and now that you've got the whole novel and story about how we got to here, I'm actually going to give you some practical information. So when I jumped into HubSpot, I said I've got to make this frictionless. I've got to make this easier. I've got to make this less of a chore. So I only allow myself now, and I allowed myself at the start, and it's stayed all the way until now, to use only 2 features in the HubSpot free version, and that basically helped me manage all of my correspondence, as well as not make it seem like a chore and just boring and mundane, just something that's simple and easy that I didn't feel too bad to go into. So I only use the deals and tasks section of the HubSpot CRM because that's all I need. So let's talk about deals first. Deals is a section where there's a sales pipeline or a pipeline with separate stages you can set, and you put cards on there which you drag through, and each of those cards represent an inquiry or a project, or or a client, and you just pass that through the stages as they're progressing in their project, so that way you can keep track of where they are and what correspondence you might need to be giving them based on what's happening. So I have 5 stages. I have inquiry, quote, booking, completed, and abandoned. I only need 5 stages. A lot of people have other setups with multiple ones, but I find that creates too much gray area and too much fucking doing things. I just like things simple, so those are the 5 I use. And basically what happens, somebody will give me a call, somebody will email me, text me, send me something on social media, and with that correspondence, I'll add a card onto that deals section of HubSpot. Now, these cards can hold lots of information. They can schedule your meetings, your calls. You can add notes and attributes to your clients, put a budget on there. But I only use this last feature on there, and that is the tasks feature. So I only use the cards to have a name on the card and to assign tasks to that card. So that way I stay on top of everything. Now, this is something I always do irrespective of HubSpot, but whenever I correspond with somebody, I always finish the correspondence with, let's say, a time-bound task. So if somebody's coming in saying, hey, I want to book in mastering for Friday, and it's the Monday, I'll say, well, that's awesome, that's great, blah, 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 here's the price. If we're going to get this done on Friday, could you send me the files Wednesday night or Thursday morning so I can look over them? And that's my time-bound task. and then I'll send that off and I'll create a task for that deal that says receive assets for John Smith for mastering on Friday. And that way, when it comes to Thursday or Wednesday night and I've said, hey, I've wanted to make sure I get these files from this person, I can then follow them up and say, hey, John Smith, it's Thursday morning now, just wondering where those files are for tomorrow's session, yada, 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 or follow them up in another way. That's what I use the deals and the tasks for, and I interact with the tasks in a pretty particular way. I'll get up. My schedule's changed a little bit because we're out of lockdown and I can actually go to the gym in the morning. So instead of at 4:30 in the morning, at 5 in the morning, I open up my emails. And when I open up my emails, I have a bookmarks folder with my HubSpot tasks, HubSpot deals, Messenger, email inbox, and Instagram inbox. That all opens up so I can see everything there. The first thing I go to is my tasks section in HubSpot, and basically all my tasks for the day are laid out. And in the morning, that's when I do them. I just go through each task, tick it off, and then whenever I tick it off, HubSpot auto prompts me to put in a new task. So let's say it gets to Thursday morning, John Smith has sent me the assets for mastering, and I'll respond and I'll say tick, I'll click the task, tick, done, received assets from John for mastering, and then do a follow-up task to send the deliverables or follow him up for something else or whatever it is. But it basically always prompts me with a follow-up task, so that way those cards, those deals that I'm working on, always I'm active in, because there's always a task happening for them and I'm always contributing to it. Sometimes it's just simple as putting up the name in my tasks list so it reminds me that I might have to get back to someone. Guys, that is pretty much how I use HubSpot. It's super simple. That's the entirety of it. I know it might feel like a little bit of a juncture there, just like going smack bang stop. But deals, simple cards, pipeline, tasks, open them up in the morning, complete them. That's how I manage all my correspondence. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, take care.